Link FM, linking people to Jesus.
Right, in the studio with me, I have Tanita and I have Taryn from Aesthete Creative Agencies. I nearly said Tanita and Taryn Kleur. No, it's not quite like that. It's Taryn Kleur. Tanita, what is your surname?
Smith.
It's actually
So we
Stone.
both the same TSTS.
Yeah.
It's actually Stone, not Clue.
Oh, yes, it's Stone. Oops, sorry, Eldon. Jeez. All right, so good morning and welcome
Good
to
morning,
Tanita.
everybody.
Looking very swell, Tanita. I thought you were due next week, but you told me only in June.
Yeah, it feels like I'm due next week.
Well, hang in there, girl. So, how's baby doing? All well?
All good, all
Oh,
good.
fantastic. You're having a girl, right?
Yes, not a little girl.
I think I've asked you this before. Forgive me. Her name?
Of the baby to come.
Yeah.
No name yet, so any
Not.
suggestions are welcome.
Okay. But anyway, look after yourself. Look after yourself. Taryn, you well?
I'm very well,
Good,
thank you.
good. You caught some fish on the
I
weekend.
did.
Were you on Facebook showing the size of the fish?
Absolutely.
You know, those people.
Closer to the camera.
We know our angles.
True. Listen, the topic today is the power of niche marketing and why smaller can be better. So if you go Google, what does niche mean? A comfortable or suitable position in life or employment. I'm like, no, that's not what we're talking about. A specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. So that is what we're chatting about today. And the first question that I have I'm going to go with Tanita. I'm going to pick on you first today. What is niche marketing and how is it different from general marketing?
All right. So niche marketing is stopping trying to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
try and target the entire
Focus marketing.
large market. Okay. You need to look at what you're offering and you need to find that specific group of people and you need to tailor your advertising to that group of people.
Okay.
I mean, a good example, since we're talking about babies, if you've got a range that's for newborn babies or toddlers, I mean, if you're going to target the general market, then you're only targeting your actual target market is only 30% of those people.
Yeah.
So you're wasting 70% of your marketing spend.
Okay.
So you need to be able to target that 30% in order to not waste money on your marketing campaign.
Okay. So you're targeting that 30% with
Yes.
your 100%.
I mean, it's
With
like
everything you have.
it's like casting a huge fishing net versus using the exact bait needed for
Yeah.
that species.
Okay.
We're gonna go and target those people for you, and that's what
Okay.
niche marketing does.
Okay, Taryn, then why, the question that I said, the power of niche marketing, why smaller can be better or smarter. Why is smaller then often smarter in marketing?
Well, because in today's market, relevance beats reach, every time. A smaller, well-defined audience allows you to speak directly to the people who actually need and want what you offer. That changes everything. Your messaging becomes smarter, sharper, your value becomes clearer, and your marketing becomes much more effective,
Yeah.
Instead of competing for attention in a crowded space, you position yourself in the perfect fit for a specific group. That naturally reduces your competition and increases your trust.
Yeah.
Trust is what drives results.
Sure.
When customers feel understood, they're more likely to engage by and stay loyal. Trying to appeal to everyone often waters down your message. But when you focus on your niche, your brand becomes an obvious choice, not just an option.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you focus on your niche, your brand becomes an obvious choice, not just an option.
Absolutely.
Put that in your X account. Put that in your Twitter. Tanita, how can a business, talking about niche marketing, how do they identify their niche market and market directly to the correct audience?
It starts with research. I mean, looking at your audience's behavior, where they already are, and marketing to those specific places. That's really going to save you a lot of time, knowing where your audience is. If I had to just give you like another example for Aesthete, perhaps. Okay, so there are instances where general marketing is great when you've got a product or service that is actually for everybody. Like we've got Aesthete Treat. We do it every week. It's our kind of give back to our followers, where we kind of do a cash drop around East London. If you're not following, you should be.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
But that being said, we've got Mother's Day coming up. That's not for everybody. I mean, if we start putting out general marketing going photography special instead of saying Mother's Day mini special, we're losing out on this huge market. Because if you're going to just put one person standing in front of that camera on that advertisement instead of actually putting a mom and her child, you're not actually targeting the correct audience with the material you're putting out there. And it's not just the wording you're using, it's the tags that you're using in it, as well as the visuals that you're using in it, all needs to kind of match that target audience, that niche that you're looking to reach in that advertisement.
Okay. Taryn, how do you avoid then general marketing when doing paid advertising?
Well, avoiding general marketing in paid ads starts with discipline, specifically discipline to try not reach everyone in one campaign, like Tanita was saying. Instead build each campaign around one clearly defined audience. And the more specific you are with your targeting, whether it's demographics, interests, behaviors, or search intent, the more efficient your ad spend becomes. Your messaging should match that audience precisely. If your ad could apply to anyone, it will most likely convert to no one.
Sure.
Strong ads feel personal, like they were written for a specific person with a specific problem. Another key factor is intent. Focus on what people are actively searching for or engaging with. This is where targeted key phrases and keywords and even highly specific hashtags come into play. Your generic terms like hashtag specials, like Tanita was saying just now, or hashtag sale, are too broad and get lost in the noise. Like it would be like with our Mother's Day special. You're not going to want to put hashtag photography. You want to specifically say hashtag Mother's Day special or so forth and so on. It will go a lot further than your generic hashtag photography.
All right.
Finally, test and refine constantly. Run variations of your ads, track performance, and double down on what works, what is actually working for you. Advertising isn't about casting a wide net. It's about precision, relevance, and continuous optimization.
Sure. Okay. Last question for Tanita. What are the risks? Everybody wants to know what's at stake here. What are the risks? How do you avoid them?
Okay, so if we look at the growth risk, if you go too narrow, you might limit your growth. Okay. So you want to be specific, but you don't want to be in a little box. So you need to kind of meet in that middle ground. And then the financial aspect of risk. When you're looking at your Google advertising or your paid advertising sides of things, you actually need to be researching these things. And you can think you're doing well by going, okay, they said specific. Let's get 40 keywords that are super specific. And really, this is not going to help you because you're casting 20 small nets now instead of being actually specific. So those are two things you need to watch out for. And also, that being said, with keywords, you also don't want to be doing that in social media either. You don't want to be putting 40, 50 hashtags in there because it's actually going to lower your rankings on the algorithm and people are going to get irritated with it. It's not a good look on your business to have like 20% actual wording and content to it and then tags. Like you're scrolling the whole screen later for tags. So those are the risks, your growth, your audience retention, and also the financial aspects of things. So the best advice we can give with niche marketing is do your research, do your testing, and also look at the results of your testing. And that's where, reading your analytics and having somebody on your side that actually knows how to read those and knows how to advise you going forward is really going to help you actually target a niche instead of just throwing it out there and hoping for the best.
Going out blind. All right, thanks for that, ladies. I appreciate that today. Where do people get a hold of Aesthete and how do we spell it? Always got to spell it.
So it's Aesthete Creative Agencies, Aesthete, Creative and Agencies. So our website is www.aestheteca.co.za.
Aesthete CA for creative agencies.co.za. And on Bonza Bay Road, number
42, Orange Wall.
I was going to say it's orange. The Orange Wall. If you're heading from Retail Park towards Sparks, it's on the left-hand side as you go around that bend. Fantastic. Thanks, Taryn. Thanks, Tanita.
Thank you, everybody.
All the best.
Have a lovely day.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Marketing Matters was brought to you by Aesthete Creative Agencies.